Hey, it's Don the Auction Professor. I had talked about the highest price ever sold for a postcard. One of my subscribers, Katie, actually found it, $188,000 for a postcard. This is going to be a quick video here. I just wanted to show you the potential for something in this field, something that you could honestly run into. This is obviously an oddball, out of the ordinary postcard, but I buy postcards in huge bulks from estates, and I do find very odd, interesting, and scarce postcards like the Titanic. I've had Titanic postcards on several occasions that I bought out of a huge lot from estate. That's like a $600 postcard any day of the week. That's just some of the stuff you can find. But we're going to thank Katie here as well for pointing this out, taking the time. I did send her a freebie, some original artwork on a postcard of mine. But we're just going to go over the screen for a few minutes here, and I'm just going to talk about this postcard and other potential postcards that do and can show up for you.
Well, here it is. This is the highest postcard ever sold. Looking online, I've had to compare prices. Some of the sites that quote the price quote this at $251,000 as the sale price. That is in Deutschmark at the time. So literally the actual U.S. value of this card is $188,000. And that's what this one sold for. It's a foreign postcard, nothing fancy, but on the back, Picasso actually hand drew a sketch on the back. It doesn't look like much. It has his signature. I've seen many real copies. I had a limited edition print by Picasso signed at one time that we bought at a thrift store. We got a lot of money for it, not as much as you'd think. It was just a couple $1,000s because it was a print. So again, it only sold for that several thousand because his signature was on it. This was years and years ago. But this is a good example here on what you can look for and find in postcards. Somebody found this postcard. It doesn't look like much. Who in their right mind would have thought that's what it is? Whenever I see a drawing or a fancy signature, I always check them, just because I've seen things like this show up. Not per se for Picasso on a postcard, but there's other artist signed postcards that you will run into. And like right here, it was 166,000 euros, 251,000 Deutschmark at the time. So anyway, this is the actual world's record for the highest one sold. It was sold overseas, I believe, in, I guess, Germany at the time. But this is a prized postcard. It's something Picasso sent to somebody very specific and actually hand drew something on it. And again, this is just some random postcard somebody pulled out. It probably wasn't even marked as being, his work originally. It's got his signature, the whole works. I mean, this is just a real nice piece. So here's a description of it. The card from Pablo Picasso to his friend, French poet Guillermo Apollinaire. I'm sure I butchered the name, but is dated September 5th, 1918. This is early in his career even, too. I mean, so that's a good time frame. But again, thanks for Katie for sharing this with us. She did win a postcard. I just packed up another postcard from the last call-out I did on my last live feed. It was regarding a Stephen King book, which was first published as a paperback only, and that book was Rage. So thanks to Richard, who is one of my subscribers, who was able to do that, and he's getting the second card. I'll try and give away something every live show if you pay attention and email to my Auction Professor email address, which can be found on the About Me page here on my channel. But that's what I have for you today. Again, just a quick one here.
Again, that's just a touch on something. There's just not a lot of items that sell into that price range when you look at paper items this small. I have had original pieces of artwork from things like comic book artists and things like that. Gil Kane, Stan Lee, I've gotten original artwork. And this is stuff that I found in just junk lots of paper like I see here. But this stuff is out there. It does show up. It's stuff that you need to look for. Again, Don the Auction Professor, hopefully that gave you some ideas. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button down below. You can also hit the bell icon up top to be notified when we post new content or go live. Subscribe and tell a friend.